Thanks, very excellent, excellent. Now, next we have phonetic punctuation.
Good evening. My name is Victor Borga, but you just call me Borga, as my father usually did, because he couldn't remember my first name either. I come from Denmark, usually, and unfortunately, upon my arrival, I couldn't speak a word of English, and that was pretty bad because I found that most people over here do. Okay. So I tried to learn the language, and, well, I got along. In a few weeks, I could say a few words, a few sentences, like, for instance, do you want your coffee now or later? And things like that. Later, I learned a little more, and as time and a half went by, I finally found that even people who speak English sometimes do not understand each other either. Also. And I tried to find the reason for this, and here's what I found out. When you write a letter, you use punctuation marks in order to make your sentences understood. For instance, you write a letter to a very dear friend of yours, and it doesn't have to be a very dear friend, just a friend of yours. And it doesn't have to be a friend at all, just someone you know. This is not important. Wasting a lot of time. Anyway, as a matter of fact, you don't even have to know them, just write the letter. Now, in the middle of the letter, you write the sentence like, was I an idiot? And then you put a question mark after that. And this indicates that you are not quite sure. If instead of the question mark you use an exclamation point, then there is no doubt. Do you see the difference? Little sign? That is what makes these signs so important. But we do not use them when we speak. And that is why I think we do not understand each other. And therefore, I have invented the phonetic punctuation, which means that while we talk, we will use these signs by giving them sounds. Like a period. A dash. An exclamation point is a vertical dash with a period underneath. Here's a comma. Quotation marks are 2 commas. Or if you happen to be left-handed. Question mark is rather difficult. And finally, the colon. You know, the 2 little dots. You put them either over or under each other, as you prefer. I think in America, you put them over each other. See, in Denmark, we put them under each other. But a colon sounds like this, and that is all. Turn with me a book. The book is written by Shakespeare. Johann Sebastian Shakespeare, Jr. And I would like to find a short story so you can hear how the phonetic punctuation sounds while being used. I have one here, prepared, right in the beginning of the book. Page 2, 106, 7. This story takes place in London, somewhere in England. Through the open window there suddenly came light. Beautiful Eleanor sat alone dreaming of but one thing. 2 years had passed since she met Sir Henry. She could still remember the unhappy evening when her father had thrown him out. They had been sitting in the park and Henry had said, "Darling, is this the first time you have loved?" She had answered, "Yes, but it is so wonderful that I hope it will not be the last." Suddenly she heard a well-known sound. In 2 strides he was near her, embraced, kissed, and caressed her. "Henry, what is love?" she asked. He answered, "Well, I couldn't live without it." was left-handed. Where have all your thoughts been this while? And he answered, with thee, O maiden. And the page, suddenly he was gone. All she heard was the well-known sound of his departing horse. The end.